secret? Can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better like it in your pocket. Taking this one to the grave. They'll show you will know you won't tell what I said. Cause two can't keep a secret if one of them is dead. Y'all, tell me why recently I just saw that it was just a 14th like anniversary whatever release date of Pretty Little Liars, and all I'm telling y'all don't want to debate with me about three things. One, Meghan Markle. Like, I stand a lot of people woo, and you know, but I be letting people have it, but I'm gonna argue down about Meghan Markle because that is my girl. Two, Bad Girls Club. Not baddies, but Bad Girls Club. Like, I let y'all have y'all opinions, woo, but Bad Girls Club is my show. So yeah, don't go back and forth with me about Bad Girls Club because we can take it there too. And then three, Pretty Little Liars. And even though I can agree that Pretty Little Liars did end very trash, but you know, but yeah, Pretty Little Liars was my show. I spent all 6 years every Tuesday at 8 p.m. watching Pretty Little Liars. And because that I saw that it was their 14th anniversary, I'm about to tell y'all my top 5. Well, I'm not even gonna say my top 5. The best top 5 moments of Pretty Little Liars. And if you disagree, then it's okay to disagree. I'm gonna just say you wrong, because what I'm telling y'all, my top 5 is the top 5 PLL moments. I'm gonna debate you down about it. So yeah, if y'all want to see the top 5 moments of PLL, you can stay tuned. If not, number 5, y'all. Number 5, I'm gonna start off with us finding out that old girl Jenna wasn't really blind. Well, she was blind at first, but the time where, you know, she claimed that her surgery had failed, when it really did, and homegirl could really see, and she was out here finessing us. Like, at first I used to feel bad that Hannah slapped the shit out of Jenna, because I was just like, damn, Jenna's blind and woo Jenna. But honestly, y'all, I could not ever sympathize with Jenna, because Jenna was an effed up person. Because, no lie, Allison was wrong for bombing that girl house and causing her to be blind, but at the same time, she was touching all up on Toby, her stepbrother, and you know, yeah, was that all shoot? Yeah, just for that, just off of that, Jenna was nasty. And then on top of that, you know, her joining the A-Team, it's just like, I really couldn't sympathize with Jenna, no lie. Like, she was not the villain that I was just like, well, she joined the A-Team because, like, yeah, Jenna was weird, so, yeah. But she was so gagged when they had pulled up on her, and Hannah was just like, wow, Jenna, what a sight for soaring eyes. Because I was just like, she just did not think she was going to get caught lacking like that. And then the way they found out she was blind was when, they had put that little thing in the bathroom, and she had picked it up and put it down, and they were just like, this bitch can see. Like, yeah, she was playing y'all this whole time. Like, and one of the things I did not like about Pretty Little Liars is just like, I was just as green as all these girls, no lie. Like, I used to hear a lot of people be like, oh, I knew she was A this whole time, blah blah blah. I said, honestly, I didn't know who was A, no lie. Like, everybody was A until proven otherwise to me. I ain't know who was A. And the thing is, Jenna was never A. She was just connected, but Jenna was never, you know, had on the black hoodie and blah blah blah. But yeah, y'all, my number 5 was us finding out that Jenna wasn't really blind, because, and then on top of that, what else was Jenna was messing around with Shauna, and then Shauna was A at one point. But honestly, Shauna being A was not a storyline that was actually like a, it was just like, when new people really came around them, they were always kind of shicey to me. So it was just like, and then on top of that, Shauna used to hang with Jenna, and I never liked Jenna, so it was just like, yeah. So when Shauna turned out to be A, it was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I I knew she was shiesty for a reason because she used to hang out with Jenna. But yeah, y'all. Number 5, I'm gonna have to start off with Jenna really being blind and them finding out. So yeah, number 5. Okay, number 4, I'm gonna have to say the moment where we found out that Big A, Charles, or whatever it was, Cece, Drake, Charlotte, whoever, all of that was one person. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Like, Cece being A was kind of like, I knew she was A, like, it was like, oh, she's A, but the fact that she was like AA, like, it was just like, y'all, because I just feel like Cece played them so bad, and the fact that Cece was so deep into her character, it was just like, yeah, no wonder why nobody suspected her, because A, she befriended the girls, even though that was shiesty, but it was just like, she just gave off this demeanor that she liked them because she was just like Allison and blah, blah, blah. 2, her dating her brother, because y'all know that she was originally Allison and Jason's brother, but you know, she transitions to a girl. Yeah, that whole storyline too, yeah. So yeah, her dating her brother. And then on top of that, y'all, Cece was just an iconic character for me. Like, her being A, like, honestly, no, she wasn't the best A to me, but I honestly like Cece because of the fact that she really did her thing to these girls. Like, you know how people be like, oh, she did her big one. Like, nah, Cece really did her big one. Like, she tortured the hell out of these girls, like, for real, and they never suspected her. Like, that's the crazy thing. And that's because, you know, like I said, they knew her. She was just like Allison and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, when it came down to Cece, like I said, she was dating her brother. She pretended to go to school. And it was just like, she just got so deep into befriending them that nobody really suspected that she was A. And then when she had told her story and broke it down on how she became A, and it was just like, the fact that she did all this because she felt like they were happy because Allison was gone was weird. It was just like, the girl was just crazy, and she was just so at one point she was just so addicted to messing with them that she just couldn't stop. Because yeah, the crap that she did to them was crazy. Like, it used to gag me. So when I found out it was her, it was just like, dang. But then when she told her story, it was just like, okay, yeah, this girl just got some screws loose. Like, but her A reveal, when she did her big A reveal and told her story, that was a top 4 moment for me. Like, that was a gag moment for me, because I was just like, oh shit, not Cece. Because then at one point she was pretending to be Redcoat, and it's just like, this girl just orchestrated this whole A thing. And then it was like, she took advantage of Mona, because Mona was so crazy and drugged up that Mona thought she was Allison, so she was getting information through Mona, sending Mona in and out, and it was just like, yo. Yeah, no lie, Cece was an A villain that I actually stand, because it was just like, these girls were honestly just naive to, like, I can't even say they were naive to befriend her, like, because yeah, she just did a good job playing them, because yeah, she played everybody, no lie. The fact that their mom, well, Allison's mom, knew about Cece being alive, and y'all, the crazy thing about this whole Cece thing is the fact that she thought she knocked Allison out at first. She watched their mom bury her ass alive, so at a certain point she really thought Allison was gone. And it's just like, bruh, and then the way she found out Allison was alive, because Allison was undercover at Redcoat at one point. Like, honestly, I just feel like Cece was on a mission. Like she said, she wanted to get revenge on Bethany or whatever, and then it turned into her being mad that she felt like the girls were happy that Allison was dead. And then at a certain point, it was just like, she just got addicted to messing with them. Like, the girl was just crazy. And honestly, I just did it, and it was just like, they just never suspected her. So it was just like, damn. But honestly, yeah, these girls, they were just easy to finesse, no lie. Because like I said, like, the only person that was really the smartest person that was in their group was Spencer, and it was just like she wasn't everywhere with them. You had Arya that was worried about smashing her teacher. You know, Emily always had stuff going on. You know, her first girlfriend had died. Then we had annoying ass Paige. And, you know, she had her swimming stuff, and you know, yeah, who else? Hannah. Oh my gosh, remember at one point Hannah almost got arrested. You know, the stuff with Caleb, it was just like, yeah, the only really witty person on their team was Spencer, so it was just like, yeah. Okay, number 3, one of my favorite storylines, I'm gonna just put this all under one, is when that time when they were in a dollhouse, because yeah, the dollhouse, I just feel like it just got so real in there. Like, first of all, they were on their way to prison. Mind you, they thought Mona was dead. Yeah, they were on their way to prison. I think they were going to prison for killing Mona, because I know Allison had went down for it. And were they going down by association? I can't really remember, but yeah, But yeah, they're on their way to prison. Out of nowhere, they get stopped. Eddie sprays them. Well, that was really Cece sprayed them, whatever. They wake up in a dollhouse. They're underground. They don't know where they are. They're in an illusion. And Cece was basically just messing with them. And it was like that whole storyline, that whole era. And then, you know, and then that's when they found out Mona was alive. And it was just like, now, if I'm Allison, first of all, the fact that Mona was alive, it's just like, yeah, we're here for no reason. It's just like, Allison's down here and she's pretending, Mona's down here and she's pretending that she's Allison. Like, it was just so much going on down there, and that was a big, like, I remember where I was when I was watching that. Like, that was a big moment for me, because one, it creeped me out, and then on top of that, I remember at one point it was a well down there, and if one of them acted up, Cece was putting them down there and she was starving them. And then that's when they had met Sarah Harvey. And the Sarah Harvey character, that was a girl that I never trusted from the beginning, just due to the fact that she was down there with them. You know, we knew Mona, blah blah blah, but a new person that we met and that they met and she was down there with them, like, because first of all, who are you? Why are you down here? Like, we have no reason to trust you. We still don't trust you. Like, no, like, yeah. And then that Sarah Harvey turned out to be one of the red coat girls. It was just like, yeah, all that happened within the dollhouse. They had a fake prom, and that's when Spencer was trying to figure out, like, oh my gosh, who is this A? It's somebody named Charlotte. He's a De Laurentiis. Like, the dollhouse is where Spencer was really finding out, like, okay, A might be a De Laurentiis, it might be this person, it's a guy, and blah blah blah. Like, she wouldn't have found that out if they didn't go down there on everything. Like, so yeah. And then on top of that, when people came looking for them, I think that's when, you know, Toby and the police and them, they found A's lair and they were trying to look for them. Yeah, I feel like the Dollhouse era was lit. Even, I mean, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the Dollhouse episodes were lit. Yeah, that was a top 3 moment for me. Definitely top 3. Number 2. I went back and forth on this a lot, but you know, okay. Number 2, I'll have to say, is the first A reveal with Mona being A. Like, y'all, when I'm telling y'all, I remember the promo for that. I remember where I was. Like, I remember them just promoting everywhere. Like, oh my gosh, the first A reveal, the first A reveal. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, who are we gonna find out is A? And finding out that Mona was A was just like one of the biggest gags ever. Like, oh my gosh. And then on top of that, in hindsight, like, looking back at it, it was hella obvious, but it was just like, honestly, y'all, Mona was just crazy. And no lie, I liked Mona, and honestly, I understood why Mona didn't like them. Like, yeah, when Allison was alive, y'all wanted to kiki and haha, and then y'all rekindled. Y'all took my best friend Hannah from me. Like, yeah, I'm about to mess with y'all. But no lie, the shit that Mona did to him was messed up too. Like, didn't she run Hannah over with a car? You know, I remember at one point Emily broke her shoulder. Like, yeah, yo, Mona being A was just a gag, and it's just like the girl was just crazy. And then when she was A, you know, at one point Toby was A, and she was in cahoots with Toby. And then, you know, she was so crazy, she thought Cece was Allison. So when she was in Radley, she was feeding Cece information. Like, and honestly, Mona was always crazy throughout the whole show. Like, I'm glad that it was never a thing where it's like, oh, Mona's sane now. Like, I'm glad Mona stayed crazy throughout the show. It was just weird that, well, not weird, but eventually they just started trusting her, you know, because I honestly can't remember why. Like, cause yeah, I don't think I would have trusted Mona. Like, but I did like Mona on the show. You know, she was honestly the best A to me, and not even because she was the first. Like, her anus, like I said, her anus, her as A, like, she just did it perfectly. Like I said, she lined everything up. She did it, you know, she was slipping, like, you know, but she got what she wanted. You know, she was torturing these girls. What she felt, but and then on top of that, she pulled Spencer in by faking Toby's death. She finally pulled Spencer in, because remember when she first revealed that she was A, she wanted Spencer to join the first time. So she had to, you know, Spencer just had to crash out. So yeah, you know, yeah. When Spencer crashed out, she used that to her advantage, since she convinced Spencer to be A, because Spencer had ended up in Radley too. And then on top of that, Mona's villain art story, like, shit. And the crazy thing is, and y'all want to know the crazy thing about Mona is, especially with her being A, is because of the fact that she knew Allison was alive this whole time. She's the one that helped Allison escape, helped her change her name, and blah blah blah. So like, she knew Allison was alive this whole time. Well, she knew that she didn't die in Rosewood, in their town. Like, she probably could have, or who knows what Mona died, but she know that she didn't die when everybody else thought she died, okay? So, because she's the one that helped her escape. So yeah, Mona was iconic. Like, her A reveal is definitely a number 2 moment for sure. Okay, y'all, in number 1, and anybody like that says otherwise, then tisk. You can't call yourself a real fan if you do not say that this is not the number 1 top moment of PLL history ever. And that's Allison being alive. Like, honestly, y'all, I think I was one of the people that just never suspected that she was alive. Like, even when they used to have, but I used to find it creepy when they used to have her little flashback moments of her, but looking back at it now, it was present time. Like, when she was coming back to visit them in the middle of the night, like, I remember she visited Hannah when she was in the hospital. I remember, damn, how did she visit Emily? I can't remember how she visited Emily. But yeah, when she just used to come in, I remember she visit Spencer in the middle of the night, because I remember she left her door open. I remember she visited Aria in her bedroom, and it was just like, those were the times where I just really thought that they were hallucinating, or it was some crazy stuff going on. But hey, the girl, and the crazy thing is, with Allison being alive, one thing that I don't understand is, like, she was really, I don't even think she was hidden in plain sight. Like, it was very obvious, like, especially when she used to come visit them. Like, she used to not disguise her face. She just used to have clothes on. Like, when she visited Hannah, she had on a nurse outfit. Like, what? But yeah, y'all, Allison being alive, like, I could recreate that scene, y'all, for y'all if I wanted to. But yeah, Allison, I want to come home. who are you scared of? Like, and then Ezra weird ass coming back, and then on top of that, she knew Ezra before, and then Ezra weird ass was chasing her because he wanted to write a book about her. Like, what? Like, but Allison being alive was really one of the best scenes in Pretty Little Liars history. Like, top one moment, top one gag, top one storyline, like Allison just being alive. And then on top of that, with her being alive, like, they actually buried somebody. So it was like, who did they bury? And then it turned out to be Bethany, I think. Yeah, didn't it turn out to be yeah, it turned out to be Bethany. And then on top of that, y'all, remember, okay, because y'all remember, yeah, it turned out to be Bethany, because remember, Allison had been pulled up, like, she got buried alive, but you know, she got pulled up from the ground by that old creepy lady with the blue eyes. It did, you know, Melissa, Spencer's sister, said she had pushed Bethany in the ground. Yeah, so it was just like, what? Like, she said something like that. Yeah, she had pushed somebody in the ground because she thought that Spencer had did it, and it was just like, what? Yeah, like, but yeah, y'all, Allison being alive was the top moment. And then on top of that, Allison was actually helping them. Like, I remember when she had pushed Ian off that thing, and he had, when we had thought Ian had died, or dang, I think that was his name. Yeah, I think she was trying to save Spencer. Yeah, and she had pushed old dude off that cliff, and he was choking on that thing, and yeah, she had came to save Spencer. And then who else did she come to save? She came to save Hannah, and then she had dragged him out of that fire. Oh my gosh, like, Allison was really out here living, and she was alive. So her actually being alive was just like, because they really showed glimpses and clues of, oh my gosh, Allison's alive, but they just played it as these girls were crazy, because I thought they were crazy too, because I just never expected her to be alive. And then on top of that, y'all, Allison is iconic because of the fact this girl was like 13 or 14 in this show. How did she have all the tea on everybody in town, to the fact that everybody in town wanted her dead? Like, how do you have tea on your best friend's dad? Well, yeah, how do you have tea on your best friend's dad? How have you met your best friend's sister's fiance? I know you want to kiss me. Like, what? Like, how do you know your other, like, in the future, you know, with Ezra, like, she had already met Ezra. Girl, like, you know, yo, Allison was just iconic. So Allison being alive was really a top one moment, because Allison being alive just changed the whole trajectory of the show. So yeah, y'all. One honorable mention I have to say. One character I did like in this show, well, a character, I'm not gonna say I liked her in the show, because her character I did find very annoying because she was weird, but Melissa did have some good moments to me, no lie. Y'all don't judge me for that, because, you know, Melissa was really not a fan favorite, but I understood Melissa's pain, like, no lie, like, I understood Melissa's pain. Like, one, your sister, your fiance kisses your sister, your second boyfriend, like Ian, him and Allison have something going on. It's just like, at this point, I'll be on the I hate Allison train too. No lie, like, for real. Like, I remember the night of Allison's death, she came into Allison's room looking for her because of Allison and Ian. Like, bruh, honestly, y'all, Allison was really just out in these streets wilding. Allison was the only 14-year-old. She was probably the first city girl. Like, and then on top of that, the night of Allison's death, it was just like, it was just so much stuff going on that night. Like, she should have listened to her mom when her mom told her not to go outside, for real. Like, looking back at it, she was just, yeah, if she would have stayed her ass in the house, none of this would have happened. If Allison would have just listened to her mom, none of this would have happened, for real, y'all. But yeah, y'all, Pretty Little Liars, was literally one of the best shows of all time, even though the ending was trash. Because on top of that, it was just like, I feel like the whole Spencer having an evil twin sister thing, like, it really didn't do it for me. It was too random. Like, and then on top of that, it would have been way more of a gag if they would have involved Spencer's twin more. If it would have been more scenes like, oh, this was really Spencer's twin, like they showed like 3-4 scenes of it pretending to be Spencer. Then yeah, it was just so too random. Like, I really wanted the PLL finale to be something where it was just like, we wouldn't suspect, like, it was somebody we knew, like, OMG, but it was just like Alex Drake, like, what? Whatever. But yeah, Pretty Little Liars, one of the best shows of all time, and I'll argue you down about that. Like, and a lot of people be like, oh, I stopped watching after this, I stopped watching after that. That's fine, but just know PLL is still one of the best shows of all time. And y'all, I might have to come back and talk more Pretty Little Liars, because that was just my top 5 moments. Because like I said, I just saw that it was the 14, you know, like, hey, it came out 14 years ago. But yeah, whatever. I might have to come back and talk PLL, because there's a lot of topics I can talk about PLL about. So yeah, y'all, if anybody want to talk PLL, just hit me up and we can do it, you know. So yeah, y'all, top 5 PLL moments of all time. So yeah, in the meantime, just make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not